All right, let's get some revs, buddy. Love this car. I'm standing pretty close, actually. Let me just... Man, that just spat. One more. Hey guys, so I'd like to share something very special with you today. My buddy, my very good buddy, has this beautiful C63 AMG, and I'm just gonna go around the car first and then we'll get into details. But as you can see here, it's a special edition, so you won't see many of these around. I think it's one of the rarest editions that Mercedes released for the C63 of this generation. Look how immaculate you keep this car. Just insane. And to be honest with you, this is my favorite body style. I find it to be the most muscular. I don't know what it is, but all the cars of this generation, whether it's Audi, BMW, Mercedes, they just really flared those fenders and just did amazing overall work. Very aggressive styling. Look at that flare. Just an amazing car. The beautiful hood bulges to fit that massive V8. And as you can see, this car has all the carbon. It's got the performance pack. It has the beautiful multi-spoke wheels. And it's got a very nice matte paint to it. So it's not quite, it's a satin. It's very special. I absolutely love it. So bud, tell me a little bit about your amazing car. One of your amazing cars. We're gonna have to go over the B7 RS4 in the next video, which is also a rare color combination, etc. But we'll start with this.
It's a C63 AMG 2011. It's the Affalterbach edition. Only 30 of these cars were made, especially and only for the Canadian market. It was a way for bands to say thanks to Canada for being such great AMG buyers, because Canada buys a lot of AMG cars. So they did this one in 2011, 30 of these. It has the standard equipment of the premium package plus more option. That year was the most equipped C63 ever made, was this one.
Wow.
All the 30 of them are identical. There are no options on these cars because they have all the option. So you have everything. You were talking about the paint. The paint, the name of the paint is Designo Magno Allanite Gray. That paint was put only on these 30 cars in 2011, and it was the first kind of that kind of paint, you know. And if you wanted a paint like this on one of your other Mercedes car, you had to pay $10,000 to have it. So it's a nice option.
Absolutely, I love it. It's like, it's hard to describe, but it's in between a completely matte paint,
And yeah,
so it reflects a little bit of light. It's like a satin, but it's got just a...
they call it satin, actually, the finish. Lots of people already ask me, is your car wrapped? No, I don't think so. It's not wrapped. It's actually a real paint with a clear coat.
You're just super careful.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So as you were speaking before, you have all the big brakes caliper. You had 20 pistons of braking power on that car, so it's pretty efficient. These 19-inch multi-spoke alloy wheels in black.
They're amazing. I love them.
They were also released the first year for that car. I think you can find these after on Black Series, stuff like that. You have the carbon fiber.
That color, which again is sort of
satin.
interrupt, but
satin.
is a satin.
Yeah.
It's not matte black, and it's not clear.
It keeps the concept.
So it just is perfectly, I think, matched and put together.
So as you were referring before, the 6.2 V8, it's the M156 engine with the performance package, which is 481 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque.
Which is a lot of power, you know, at the
Back in
time.
days
It's a
for
lot
sedan,
of power.
Four-door, it's a serious saloon.
It is. When you compare it with Ferrari, or, you know, you took a Ferrari F430, for example, I think it was, what, 496 horsepower? So you're comparing with cars at the time that were a lot more money.
So it does a 0-100 in 4.2, but then again, it's always a question of traction because, as you can notice, it's not a lot of rubber for that kind of power.
I think Mercedes just wanted to have fun with this. They said, let's give this thing a V8, plenty of power, torque, and let's put it. Yeah, and let's put, what is that, a 255 rear tire? So 255, guys. It clearly is definitely not getting the traction to the ground in probably what, first, second, and third if you remove traction control.
It's pretty heavy. Let's say it's rough for the tires. This one, I have to be honest, was updated with the Eurocharge performance package, and it has AFE Pro dry air filters because German cars don't like oily filters, so you need dry ones.
Right.
Which brings it up to about 518 horsepower and about 470 pound of torque. I didn't dyno it yet, but that will be an interesting thing to do for your challenge.
It would.
Yeah, it would be fun.
It would. I dynoed my car and I really enjoyed it.
So that's about for the outside. Interior-wise,
if I may,
sure.
This is by far my favorite exhaust in terms of tailpipes, the exposed tailpipe, the real tailpipe, not some muffler hiding behind a molded rear bumper. I find it to look so cheap. I think, and I salute Jaguar for that. They still provide on all of their cars, no matter, you know, the cheapest model or the most expensive, they always do a stainless exposed exhaust, and this is just, I think, the best example of unbeatable, just unbeatable.
I would have liked to have the bottom part carbon fiber to fit, but you know, this car is unique. It's pretty rare, so I don't mess around with it. Okay, I have to.
The diffuser, absolutely. I don't, you know what, unfortunately, I watched so many C63 Black Series videos, which I think was made the year after this, right? This was the last of this body styling. And then the Black Series came out with the, I believe it has a carbon rear diffuser, but I'd have to check again. I can't remember. But I mean, that car is quite wild. You've had zero issues. So the car is 9 years old, running strong, zero issues.
No, nothing.
Just oil change and just fluids.
Nothing. And I also lapped that car. Just
there
for fun.
You go.
It's pretty interesting on the track. I hang out with the Porsche. It's just fun. 4-door car.
With 255 rears. They're building in understeer in all the recent cars now, and they definitely didn't build understeer into this. I'm sure they built plenty of oversteer. And again, I remember the first time seeing these cars and just looking into them. As you could see here, guys, look at the bolsters on those seats.
Pretty aggressive.
And it is extremely aggressive, and people just have to be super careful getting in and out with those bolsters, otherwise they'd be tearing them. Yeah, you'd be killing those bolsters. And you know, me being a car guy again, but not knowing everything by heart, I think the first time I saw bolstered seats like that was in the CLK DTM. Is that right?
DTM would have been
the DTM the first, and then the CLK Black Series, I believe.
After,
and obviously the C63 all at the same time, I believe, with the CLK Black Series. But what a seat!
Yeah, it's pretty efficient also. You stay in there.
For a four-door sedan, I mean, it's wild. It's really wild.
So on the Affalterbach, quickly, it already comes with the carbon fiber trim kit. You also have the D-shaped steering with the leather and Alcantara. I think this steering is found in other models like the Black Series or something like that. It's the same steering wheel.
I love it.
Yep. You have also the floor mats, or only for this car. The floor mats with the red piping and the red AMG. Also the seats. These seats are only made for the Affalterbach. None other AMG has that seat with the red stitching.
Really?
Yeah, only for the Affalterbach. So that's it. If you
My
see it
God.
inside for sale like this, somebody scrapped his Affalterbach somewhere. You have embossed logo into the headrest. You also find that same logo on the shifter knob. You have the Affalterbach.
Let's see that, Affalterbach.
Yep.
And there it is. There's the limited edition. I don't know if you guys see that there, but
One of 30.
one of 30 cars. So that is really up there with some of the rarest editions made.
So
Truly special.
yeah, it's nice. This car also has all the premium package inside, which includes the rear view camera, the Parktronic Assist, the Command APS, the HDD navigation and DVD changer, multimedia interface, rear window sunshade, electric.
And I mean, I don't know what it is today, guys, but like I you know, the whole LCD displays, and now you get into a Mercedes and they literally have 2 TV screens that run right across the car. I think it's completely exaggerated. I think it's super distracting for something that you want to be driver focused. I'll just, you know, always love
Clusters.
a nice old school cluster analog. It's, I don't know, there's something about it. It's not distracting. It gives you just enough information, and to be honest with you, you don't need more information. You just need to know what your temps are, what rev, how high you're revving your motor, and what speed you're going. And the speed is debatable, right? And just the back of these seats. I mean, just the seat is...
It's pretty serious.
Yeah. It's just so fun that it was included in a 4-door, you know?
They're
It's
basically
something-
racing seats.
Absolutely, they are racing seats. They're amazing. They're actually much better bolstered than my F-Type R.
Wask, yes, I did.
I love it.
Some people
And
call
just-
it showroom condition. This one is factory condition, like your car.
It's just amazing.
All the
How many
original
people
marks.
are keeping their car this clean? I'll
Oh,
tell you,
listen.
not many. Not many people. This is...
Still have all the little stickers are everywhere. All the all the chain production marks are also everywhere. I kept them. You can see the little blue line here for the oil filter.
Don't tell me that it was handcrafted by an Italian.
Yeah, Giuseppe.
Are you serious,
Yeah,
Mr. G. De Giuseppe?
I saw two
That's
other,
how ironic is that?
I saw 2 other
An
videos.
Italian guy. I
Yeah.
think this is the first time I've seen a Mercedes engine built by an Italian.
Hey.
Oh my God,
Funny
that's
fact,
crazy.
I saw 2 other videos on YouTube on C63.
I'm surprised it's held up if it was built by an Italian.
I saw 2 other videos.
kidding, guys, I'm
on
Italian.
C63 AMGs with that same name.
Really?
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah,
My God, he was working hard, eh?
guy's popular. He does good engines.
Had to feed a large family.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful motor, and I certainly miss it. I hear all of these C63 AMGs rolling around, and you know, okay, the factory is tuning in a snap, crackle, pop, because other than that, they don't make much noise at all.
No.
You know, so
This is different.
yeah, this is just super aggressive
NA.
from the
The
factory.
last of the NA.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
That's the last one.
Beautiful, beautiful car.
Thank you.
Need some privacy for our run here. It's hilarious. Why would you put this in a C63?
I'm telling you, it's so loaded.
Man, this car is loud. it's squirrely.
It's a happy tail.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna find some quiet spots.
And just look at the hood bulges. It's just epic. Gotta love it.
Very distinctive side of the C63.
You bet. You bet. And it's an era where everything was aggressive. RS4, E92 M3, just the bulge in the hoods, the fender flares, I mean, all these V8s, and it was just epic. It's up to you, bud. I just got back from driving this car. It's just great. You know, I'm sure we wouldn't be able to capture it, but I'll tell you, the paddle shifters, they're aluminum, and they have just this amazing audible click to it. It's not really a click, but you'd have to drive one for yourself. It's a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun. Great job, Mercedes. And thank you so much to my bud for sharing this car. Very rare car, as you guys saw. And just, I think, one of the all-time great four doors. Honestly, the only thing that comes to mind other than this, and I don't even think is it a fair comparison? Yes, no, would be of the era would be an M5 with the V10 and the RS4. I think those were just the coolest four-door sedans ever built, and that's it. They're gonna hold that title, guys, forever, in my opinion. So just an amazing car. As you can see, it's getting dark now, and it's time for me to go home and get some rest. So guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and we'll see each other soon.